A young Bloomington Normal NAACP leader had the opportunity to help share important African American history with the public in Washington, D.C. on the 4th of July. No less, he says the experience was important to him. Bradley Ross Jackson is the Bloomington Normal NAACP Youth Council president and also in a summer fellowship for his college studies in Washington, D.C. He attended the Salute to America event held on the National Mall and where he also did a few interviews. But he's used to that. He says it's necessary to share the important roles that African American people play in American history.
Communications and relationships will take us far. So being able to share the information with everyone here has been a blessing, and really just creating those relationships has, I would say, strengthened the community as well.
Jackson says some people were surprised to learn, for example, that enslaved people helped build the White House and the stories of the race riots in Springfield from 1908. Those riots also spurred the NAACP's foundation the next year in 1909.